Hey y'all, it's your girl Nessa, Nessa with the T. I'm here with the two twins.
P. Dot Poison. Nike. P.
And
Nike.
and today we're gonna talk about their situations, what they've been through. They're gonna give you a little update about themselves, and then we're gonna get on with the questions.
Yes, sir. Let's
Sure.
make it happen.
So Doc, tell the camera about yourself.
Yeah, I'm P. Dot Poison. I grew up in the Pueblo Del Rio housing project in Los Angeles. It's my twin brother right here. We come to share a little bit of our life story with y'all.
Yeah, I'm P Nike, South Central LA. Of course, obviously we twins, and I also grew up in the Pueblo Del Rio housing projects, and yeah.
Okay. So let's get on with these questions. So first question is a personal background. What's the biggest lesson the streets have taught you?
Be careful who you do things with, who you say stuff around, and the company you keep is basically who you are. So you got to be careful with that one.
For me, things are not, what they seem like on the surface when you get real deep with it. So the main lesson I learned was just it's all about family. Like once if you don't have family, then like the streets, it ain't nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. So how did your upbringing influence the path you're on today?
It's just going through struggle and knowing that you don't have shit. You didn't have shit like that growing up. So as a grown man, you kind of like want to have shit. Got children, family, you got each other. So it's like that's what make us want to have shit. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, just having nothing, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, and like to add on to what he's saying, it not just necessarily like nothing in material things, just just comfort. Like somebody to lean on. We not saying we didn't have that, but it was kind of like almost scarce because it was a gang of shit going on. So us as adults, we make sure that we take care of each other. And like I said from the first question, like it's really all about family.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the most important thing, and I learned that so much, and like that's what it is for me. Like just everything is about family.
Okay. So what's something about your story that most people don't know?
I mean, a lot of people know, but people that don't know us know that we was not around each other for 14 years.
Okay.
So it's like for the last 2 years we've been back together
Okay.
and just trying to like rebuild what we trying to be out here to the people. You
Okay.
know, so
Hey, but look, also when I was in there fighting whatever case that I had back in what was that 2008, 2009, me and him got to spend what was it about?
about 29 days together,
Yeah, 29 days. Like,
county jail.
and that was the last time I saw him. So that's something that a lot of people don't
Yeah,
know because they weren't
absolutely.
present at the time. You
Yeah.
feel me? But yeah, I got to spend 29 days with him, and I had a 2-week trial, and he was there. So from like before I started trial, and then after, like I got to be with him. So I know a lot of people really don't know about it because they wasn't there. So yeah.
Okay. What do you look up? Okay, I'm sorry. Who do you look up to either in the streets or in the rap game?
We look up to each other.
Right.
That's what we do. Like in the rap game, we just look up to anybody that's hustling, that's making a living,
Right.
that's taking care of their family. You know,
Okay.
that's something always to look up to, no matter where they come from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think I look to people more than to look up to them
Yeah.
because a lot of the people that I did look up to, those aren't the type of examples I would want anybody up under me, younger than me, to follow that example. But I look not to a specific person, but him for sure, because I know he's gonna give it to me raw, like uncut, and but other than that, yeah, I look to people, not really to up to people because the example. So
Okay. If you could go back in time, what would you tell your younger self?
Well, me, I'll start this one. It'll really just like pay attention a little bit more, like really follow like my first mind, because I always second guess myself. I was always like a procrastinator. So just be more confident in your decisions and my decisions, because I have that now, but it developed over time. But I know that I probably would have been a little bit further in life. It wouldn't have made as many mistakes if I would have had that much more confidence in myself. So yeah.
Shit. I probably tell myself to really go harder for the things that you really, really love to do. You know, really go in, because it was a lot of things that just made me just say fuck it. And you can't get back to it later. So I would tell my younger self, just go hard, just go into what you believe in, like just no matter what, because failure is a part of success. So that's what I
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Okay. What's the craziest thing you've experienced in the streets?
Shit, seeing my brother on the ground with blood coming out his mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine that.
Seeing my other brother on the ground with blood coming out his body. You know, like that's the craziest shit I ever seen. Like seen other shit, but that's the craziest right there.
Yeah.
Being shot and watching blood come out his mouth, so and pulling him and trying to make sure he alive, and he telling me why he shot. Like, nigga, I'm good. Like, just calm down. So that's the craziest shit.
Yeah,
I saw.
I would probably say like that's like equal. You know what I mean? Because of me being in that type of situation and knowing, probably what's going through your mind and everybody else's mind, right? Especially yours. But for myself was to be like, damn, I gotta make sure I gotta, you know what I'm saying? Hold on. I gotta stay strong. So that's like the most.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
being all
for real.
hyper
And
and
then-
he like, you
and
know,
I'm
he
just like,
shot
I
at
couldn't
me,
even
blood
talk,
coming
right?
out. He like,
Yeah, so yeah.
so that's the craziest shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
How do you deal with the pressure of loyalty versus survival?
They're two different things though, but we know how to survive, and we survived a lot of things.
Yeah.
And just loyalty comes with love. Like, so we love each other and we love the people we deal with, so we're gonna be loyal to them. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I deal with it.
And what was the question again?
How do you deal with pressure of loyalty versus survival?
I think personally, any pressure is kind of like almost self-inflicted, right? But survival was something that it was already outside of the front door and the window, right? And but I know that part already. So for me and him, like, and everything we do now, it's all about family, love, and living. So
Yeah, that's our survival.
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
So
Shit,
like
we
right
survived
now,
the streets.
yeah, we did that, and
Still surviving.
Yeah.
but we living more now though, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you think the street codes still exist or have they changed?
They still do exist, but it change is inevitable. So it's kind of like shit gonna always change eventually. The way shit happens, the way things go, but it's still there. It's still there. They unwritten, but they still there. So when things are unwritten, it always can be changed. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I just think all that is like a myth. It's like the closer you get to it, like that shit it fades away. Like it's just something that's in the mind, something that somebody made up. It's not like it's something that was written down and saying, hey, these are the bylaws to it, and this is what we're going to do. And if these things are broken, this is how it's going to be handled. So, like for me, it's really about just knowing what you're doing, right? And understanding the consequences, understanding the consequences and overstanding those consequences of whatever you're doing. So
Okay. What's one myth about gang life that you would like to clear up?
Everybody not a killer.
True.
Everybody not a
Right.
shooter.
Nah.
Everybody just trust me. Everybody not with the same shit.
Right.
We
Right.
just gonna clear that up right now. If you
Right.
think because he a gangbanger, he gonna go shoot and kill and all that shit, you got to twist it. You got dudes that's players, dudes that just hustlers,
Hustlers and
niggas who just be around here and there. Some niggas that come drop off shit. Some niggas come do their thing and leave. So it's that's like the biggest myth about it. Everybody is not what you think they are just because they in the street, man. You know what I'm saying?
for me, again, it's like nothing is what it seems, but a myth is that everybody in the streets just have like a disregard, right? Like a just a callousness and just they don't care about life. That's not it. Like most people that are in those like circles are people that they're trying to find something, right? They're trying to find some love or something. So it's more so of a family than anything. But sometimes when you are in a situation like being involved in that type of activity, like, you know, it's a time where you're gonna have to do what you're supposed to do.
You
but
have to prove yourself.
yeah, you know what I mean? But that's like
Other than that,
it's
like-
more so just it's a family thing. Like
Yeah.
yeah, that's just a part of it. You know what
So
I mean?
it's different
Sorta like,
roles you
yeah.
play up in that shit. Everybody's not the same in the streets.
Nah. So that's the myth. Like, don't think everybody just savages, heathens, and don't know anything, and everybody just come together and just be dumb. Nah, man, people family. We've been knowing each other forever. So
What do you do to stay safe and watch your back?
I mean, if you doing shit out here to people all the time, then you have to watch your back. Like that's
Right.
like you don't have to. So I mean, just stay off the internet, man. Don't nobody gotta know what you driving in and
how much
nobody
money
gotta-
you have, what
yeah,
you
nobody
have
gotta
going
know that
on, and
shit. Like the people that know you, and the people that see you on the camera or certain places, they gonna notice you when they see you. But to know everything you got, that's how you stay under the radar, man. Like it's easy to do that shit, but people can't help themselves. So
yeah. For me, it's like really like people, places, and things. Who you around, where you at, and what you doing. You feel me? You know, you in the hood, you around the homies. You already know what that shit come with. You feel me?
absolutely.
You go to the club where it's a certain type of atmosphere, feel me, a certain type of crowd, you know what come with it. If you at the library or something, I don't know who go to the library anymore, but just saying that, you feel me? Like, but to the Parker, it just really, for me, it's like people, places, and things, who you around, where you at, and what you doing.
Yeah.
So that's
it's
how I
kinda
stay
easy
safe.
to stay safe, man. LA, look, it's not all. Look, y'all stop lying. Los Angeles not that dangerous like that, man. It's how you move out here. If your hood hot, if it's going down to your shit, that's what's going on. Other than that, it's too big. It's a lot of places to go, so it's easy to survive out here, bro.
Yeah,
It's who you are.
absolutely.
How does your lifestyle inspire your music of art?
What? Just painting the pictures of every day of what you go through. It's like you could. Who's better
true
can
indeed.
explain what you went through than yourself? You know, a lot of people don't get a chance to explain their story because they die first, and then somebody else write their story. So
Yeah, that's a blessing
you know, so
in itself, just to be able to tell.
no one can
your
explain
own
your story
story.
like you can. So no doubt.
Do you feel like the rap game glorifies or exposes the reality of the streets?
I mean, the rap is the streets. It's just you have a lot of dudes in it now that's not from the streets.
Right.
And they just can rap to the streets.
Right.
Yeah, it have a lot to do with it.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's like one and the same. It's almost like you can't have one without the other, because without, like, rap is a expression of what the streets is, right? And then, so vice versa, rap. I mean, the streets is through rap. You know, you express what's going on the streets. So for me, I think it's like it's hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. But I also do not agree with just talking about intricate personal things that have to do with the streets that's not supposed to be talked about. But shit, we in a internet age and the information, and so like it's not like we haven't been or people haven't been that's not privy to the street have some type of information, right? But like now with the internet, it just make it that much accessible, and people just don't care. It's like fucking just spewing shit out. You know what I mean? But just a little bit, just died down a little bit on just talking about shit you shouldn't. Because when people come knocking at the
Watch it.
door or somebody come saying, "Hey, what's up?" Then
Don't cry.
yeah, on some real shit.
Right.
Like understand what's going on now. You feel me?
Be a man.
Who's your favorite rapper or artist that gets you through tough times?
Tupac and Amari Shakur.
Hold your head. Yeah, man.
Damn,
I'm gonna say the same thing, man.
And as far as the rappers these days, it's like I got Young Thug who I listen to.
Yeah, for sure.
Can't name them all because I'll be naming a gang of dudes, but
Yeah,
it's a
too
number
many,
of
man.
new artists who we listen to help us get through these tough times because we can relate to that right there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
For sure. For me, because I was gone 2008 to 2022, so I wasn't really up on the music as much as he was with the guy. But I would say also Tupac and for sure Dirk. You know what I mean? Young Thug, shit, just to name a few. But Big Sad for sure. Certain songs that really
Especially as
resonate
of
and hit
now.
the soul. Like
Yeah, for
I
sure.
tell bro, I be like, damn, nigga, I got chills.
Yeah.
I be like, damn, look, nigga, like I'm like, you heard what that nigga said? Like, so yeah, sure.
What's the story behind your first rap or freestyle?
We probably, when we first started actually writing shit, we was like
Maybe about a
10,
10, 11. Yep.
So, and we,
But moms though, tell her like
it was really our mother.
it was our moms.
We thought the songs she was rapping were her songs, but they were
Yeah.
other rappers' songs. And when we heard those songs, we like, damn, she rapped this shit the same exact way.
Like bar for
And
bar.
we really thought our mother was like some kind of
Yeah,
fucking
she would
rapper.
sit down literally and
She was like the first
write
one.
it. Like she the first person we ever saw like putting words to the paper. Even though they weren't hers, right? But yeah, for sure it was
And
mom's.
then we
for
used
sure.
to take one cassette player and the next cassette player, press play on the instrumental on that one and record on the other one. So that's the era we come from. Where
Okay.
But yeah,
just
our,
like
our moms
10,
though.
11
to
years
answer your
old.
question, hell
we
yeah, moms.
literally start writing. I can't remember the first one, but that's around the time we started really getting into that shit.
How do you balance the street life and pursuing a legit career in your music?
You really can't. It's either or. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Real.
you really can't, but at the same time, if you come from the streets, that's there. But if you're gonna pursue a career, then you gotta be head straight forward to that. So that right there is like streets is like we did that shit already. It's like we can still we still
for sure.
connected with the street shit. You know what I'm
Look, I would say managing more so the people, like who you're around. Because if you are in the streets, you already know what fuck the streets come with, right? But like doing something different, like what we're doing right now, being blessed and honored of you inviting us on
Be
this
right here,
podcast, and
absolutely.
like we understand the consequences of that, the good consequences. Like
Yeah,
when we talk about consequences, we kind of pass what the bad shit is, right? So we understand the good consequences of doing this here and music and everything aside from being on the street. So I don't balance it. It's, like I say, it's people.
How do you define loyalty and what does it mean to you?
it's a decision to me. Loyalty is a decision, right? Because people say, I want loyalty. But as soon as something goes a different way, then it's like, oh, you wasn't loyal. But you got to understand people make mistakes. So to always want loyalty and not understand that people are people and they make mistakes, are you going to be forgiven? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, I like that.
loyalty come hand in hand. Like it's kind of overrated. They say love is overrated, but that loyalty shit is.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
If a
yeah.
person makes a mistake, are you willing to forgive that and stay loyal?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's true because it seems like, oh well, you weren't loyal because you faltered, right? But like the real loyalty does really reside in what the fuck is going to happen when the bullshit go down, right? Like when I fall or anything happen, like right, to where it may be undesirable, something unpleasant. Like, are you going to be there? Like that's what to me. That's what real the loyalty lies. So pretty much, I don't really care about that word or even what it means. Like, because if it's that, when the shit go down, shit gets stanky, and you there, then that's when I know, okay, that's loyalty. That's real loyalty.
Okay. Now, what's your take on love in the streets? Real or a distraction?
A lot of love is actually real, right? But some people don't know how to
Love correctly.
love correctly, but consistent, being consistent with it, like staying with it,
Like
because
mindfulness too, you know?
like if you go into a situation with your guards up, man, you might as well just don't even go in that situation. So that's what a lot of people.
Yeah, it's like you doomed. It's like you.
So it's kind of like you got to keep it. You got to keep it one way. You try to do anything else, it's not gonna work at all.
Have you ever had to cut someone off for your own growth or safety?
Oh, for sure. I did it when I was incarcerated. I think this was about 2020. Niggas up in there with that pandemic and shit. So, like around that time, I don't know. I think it was like for sure, it was the first time in my life I ever battled depression, right? And I was wondering what was going on, right? And it wasn't that person, but at that time, this person wasn't in the situation I was in. Like this person, like kind of knew they was leaving in about 90 days or something. And nigga, I ain't know when I was going home. You feel me? Because I ain't had no date. And just seeing like how I would wake up every single day and not allow the situation out, because I put myself in it, right? But not allowing everything going on to really come between anybody I had a relationship with, any of my homeboys, any of my family members, anybody, right? For this person, just every day, just negative. So I cut it off, and it impacted this person so much. So I didn't speak to this person to where it almost was gonna go to some physical shit, right? But like that, I had to do that, and that was one of the best things I did because I was getting fucking closer to coming home. You dig? So I'm glad I did that. That was one of the best decisions I made. It was tough though, but I did it.
I've done it like to help myself because somebody's gonna get hurt and they end up in jail. I end up in jail, so yeah, I've done it before. Cut a person off to grow in
That shit is
that
not
area,
worth it, bro.
to grow in the area of understanding that you can't force nobody to be with you, around you, fuck with you, or none of that. You know, you just make yourself look like a fool. So yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
How do you want to be remembered by your crew, family, or fans?
Me, funny, serious sometimes, like
Get on my
talking
nerves.
shit,
Get on my nerves.
getting on your nerves, you feel me? His nerves, mom's and them. To when that shit is not there, it's like, what the hell? Like it's a void, right? But just the presence of making everybody feel good. That's how I want people to remember, like, damn, you know, when he was around, he was goofy, silly, you know what I mean? Just the presence of, not what he brought, like what he brought to the table, but just his essence, because that makes everything just more grander, right? So
people remember me for standing on my words, and if I know I can't come through, I'll always let you know I couldn't.
Yeah.
You know, somebody that you can rely on, love, make you laugh. You know, serious like he said, but not too serious enough to make you want to run away. And, just remember me for just me loving myself first and then loving you for who you are.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Understanding that, it's life out here. And, we only got one life to live, but it's a lot of life to live. So,
So
yeah,
live
just
it, huh?
remember me just for the good things I've ever made anyone feel. Like any memory, just remember me for those things. And just being a great father and a brother, son, cousin, homeboy, all those things. You know what I'm saying? Everything that come with that.
So,
If you could create a better environment for the next generation, what would you change?
To tell these dudes you don't have to be a gangster to be a man. You first of all, we was taught to be a man first. That gangster shit come second hand, third hand. Be a man, be a woman. Take care of your family, take care of your responsibilities. But one thing I would want to change is it's a lot of single mothers, just a lot of single. I see a lot of women that raise their kids by themselves, and
yeah,
I would want to change that and make it more
daddy back
family.
home,
Make
man. Like,
a lot of people that have
for
children
sure.
really like be raised in a house, two parent households, man. Like that's what we need to bring back for this next
Yeah,
generation.
yeah. Me, like, for real, to add on to that, I don't even need to go anything else. Like, for me, I want to go out on the block and see, you know, if it's whether it's girlfriends, boyfriends, just the family, just the dynamics of just the tight knit and just respect. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and
sure.
a respect for who came before you, because a lot of these young people out here, they really don't respect. They don't study history. They don't go back 10, 20 years before them, 30 years, 50 years before them, and understand why things are the way they are now. They just think shit just happened just because it happened. And I advise any young person to go back and study. Know who the people are that you're looking up to instead of just looking at them.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? Like study them. Go back and understand why shit the way it is now.
Right.
Have more of an understanding of what you can start and how somebody can remember you. So, yeah.
Yep. Well, that was it for the questions. They finna drop something hot on the mic. It's your girl
Sir.
Nessa and my boys twins.
Yes.
P. Dot Poison, baby.
Comment, like, subscribe.
Right.
Fuck with
Hello.
us.